Hi, everybody. Hope you've had a good weekend. Hopefully, we're going to be able to maybe add to it, make it a little better with some good hits tonight along the way. We're opening a half case of Inception Baseball. It's 8 loose boxes. Apparently, it's somewhere along the way I must have gotten a half case allocation. Yeah, I know. I had forgotten about it. I found it last weekend. So we will open that tonight first. And then we'll open some Revolution Basketball Chinese New Year edition in a 2-case break. 8 boxes per case in that one. We do have a little bit of information that we always go over before we start ripping into things. So let's go ahead and get rolling with that. So feedback 100% automated. And I just do that so you don't have to wait on me. It seems like I'm always running at 1,000 miles an hour. So this way, anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get it in return. And the second message there, far more important, is to say thank you. I always appreciate everyone who bids and breaks and chats with me, hangs out with me, keeps me company. We are looking now at breaks listed on eBay that we're going to be breaking over the next 5 nights. So tomorrow night is just a single break of Diamond Kings Baseball 12 box case. On Tuesday, it is a single case of Leaf Metal Draft Football. Wednesday, we're going to start a little early, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. We'll do a 3-box inner case of Onyx Preferred Players Autographed Baseballs. And then we're going to do Bowman Baseball. Woohoo! It comes out on Wednesday. I'm so excited. And we're going to open a 6-box half case of that, of course, on Wednesday night. On Thursday, we're going to open a second case of Honors Football, as well as a half case of Prism Fast Break Basketball. That's 10 boxes, makes up a half case. And those are loose boxes from a shared case. I accidentally listed it on eBay as break number 1, which it is break number 1 for Fast Break. But I had been keeping all the Prism breaks in numeric order. So technically it's listed as break 1. Really, it's going to be the 9th time we've broken Prism in total for 18-19 in some format or another. On Friday, we're going to start early, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, because we have a new release on Friday as well, and it's Flawless Football. We will open a 1-box half case of Flawless Football, another half case of Bowman Baseball, and another inner case of Onyx Preferred Players Autographed Baseballs, all on Friday night. Excuse me. I was outside today for a little while, super windy, and man, the pollen really got my allergies going crazy. So apologies in advance for sniffing, snorting, throat clearing, etc. 'Tis the season here in my part of the world. Shipping information. We don't have any free shipping breaks tonight. Both of our breaks are paid shipping breaks. It's Inception Baseball, Revolution Basketball. Expected to get out the door on or about Thursday. As always, if I can get it out to you faster than a listed date, I absolutely will. If something goes wrong, it could always slide a day later, but my best estimate is Thursday. If you happen to get skunked in Inception, I don't think anybody's going to get skunked in Revolution, but in Inception, if your team doesn't pull anything, not a base card, not one single thing, you are still going to get consolation cards in the mail. They are going to ship out with the rest of the break since it's a paid shipping break. So that's the 411 for shipping, etc. First up tonight, an 8-box case of 8-box half case. Gosh, I'm so used to breaking this by the case. It's the only half case we've done. An 8-box half case of 2019 Inception Baseball. And of course, everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Sunday night, the 14th of April. Team names are on the left-hand side. Winning bidders are across from each team there on the right-hand side. Of course, we will put up a new spreadsheet when we get ready to do Revolution Basketball, which will be the Chinese New Year edition, but it will be right after we finish up Inception. We'll roll into the Revolution. And last but not least, you're going to notice the background going out of focus a tad bit. And that's actually by design, so please don't be alarmed by that. You're still going to be able to see everything without any problems. All right, so who is in chat tonight? Staying Lovers here. And you said opening a 6-pack of what? What are you talking about, a 6-pack? What did I lose? So you typed that in a while ago, I'm sure, and I just now saw it. So I don't know what we're talking about. right there. Exactly. Oh, I see LOL below it. So I'm assuming I must have said 6-pack of something instead of 6-box something. And I get it. I get it. You're going with the like 6-pack of alcoholic beverages. I get it. I'm a little slow on the uptake, but I'm feeling your vibe, Sang Lover. EF is here too. Hi, EF. And Kirk. Hi, Kirk. So Inception is pretty easy in the sense that it is a 1-pack per box kind of deal. And inside each of our packs, we will find 1 hit, autographed or autographed relic. We'll find 2 parallels, which if they are green means they are unnumbered, but any other color in those parallels will be numbered. And then we've got a handful of base cards. And I can't remember how many, 4 or 5 base cards in each pack. So that's kind of how our product layout is going to look here. As you can see, I prefer to get all the packs out first in the kind of products like this where it's a single pack box. That way once we get rolling, we can just keep right on trucking. So we're just about ready to rip into it. Let me get a few sleeves out on the table here and ready and waiting. And then we're going to be good to go. Chris is here. Hi, Chris. You're looking for some Yankees? Oh, hey, man, I was going to send you a message later, and I ran out of time, but I was going to send it after the break. But since you're on here, Chris, it processed through PayPal as an e-check, so it could mean that your Yankees, assuming that we hit some, but even if we don't, you're still going to get something in the mail, of course, might not ship out on Thursday if your e-check has not cleared by then. Sometimes they clear in 3 or 4 days. Most of the time they clear in 5 to 7. So in your case, it would ship after that clears, which might not be the same date that you saw earlier on the spreadsheet. For the Dodgers, Corey Seager, unnumbered green parallel, and then a Rhys Hoskins /99 for the Philadelphia Phillies. Our base cards are the Cardinals, Rays, White Sox, and Rockies. Our first hit out is for the Rays, Tommy Pham. I'm kind of used to him being a Cardinal. I always have to stop and think now because he's a, whoa, what is that? Oh, that's actually out of the relic. So you've got a big thread there hanging out of your relic. I thought, man, do I have something caught in the... I thought there was something inside the sleeve. No, that is actually a big old nasty hanging thread on your relic. But you'll be able to clip it off when you get it. It is numbered to 75, Tampa Bay Rays. We have, for the Tigers, numbered to 75, Lugo, and a green Andujar for the Yankees. Base cards headed to Astros, Dodgers, Mariners, and Marlins. And our hit is the Brewers with Freddie Peralta /50 in the orange parallel. This is a big thick pack here. I don't know if it's got anything beyond the norm in here. Probably not, but for some reason it feels thicker. Probably it's got a big patch card. Some of those are pretty thick. Numbered to 150, that is Aaron Judge for the New York Yankees. The Giants have a Ray Black green unnumbered parallel. For the Orioles, the Braves, the Phillies, and the Indians, you have base cards. And here's that Yankee hit you're after. How about it being Aaron Judge? Will that work for you? I bet it does, Chris. A little Aaron Judge autograph patch card. Yeah, sweet. I like the relic, too. And it is numbered to 30. So Yankees, not too shabby. Am I right? Hall of Fame Sports is here. Hi, Hall of Fame Sports. Hi, Greg. How have you been? How have things been going for you, Greg? I've seen you in a day or two, or at least you might jump in and then jump out. But you gonna hang out with us for a bit tonight? Jeff McNeil for the Mets, purple to 150. For the Angels, a green Mike Trout, unnumbered. The base cards, Pirates, Cubs, Yankees, and Reds. And we have a redemption. We may as well go ahead and look at it. It's face up here. And that is Reese McGuire. It's the orange parallel, which means it's going to be numbered to 50. Reese McGuire should be a Blue Jay, but we will go to the Topps website and check that out at the end of the break. There's a green unnumbered Borucki, Blue Jays. There's an Aaron Judge orange to 50. Wow, it's an Aaron Judge kind of night, isn't it? That's also for the Yankees, followed by an I start to say Aaron Judge base card, but that's actually Stanton. So that was Yankees, Twins, Braves, and Pirates with our base cards. Our hit is headed to the Giants, numbered to 225 with Aramis Garcia. Okay, we're closing in on it. Oh, Greg, you got a bunch of Hoskins autographs? Yeah, he's been coming out a lot lately, hasn't he? Out of Diamond Kings and Donruss, and there's been a lot of Hoskins autographs we've pulled in recent days. Chris Davis, Oakland A's, green unnumbered. Another orange, Kevin Kramer to 50 for the Pirates. Base cards are Mariners, A's, Nationals, and Giants. Our hit is for the Atlanta Braves with Kyle Tucker. That one numbered to 99. Not the Braves, the Astros. Sorry, Astros. I know that's Astros. I've got Braves on the brain. Sorry. Mets and the Braves are playing, were playing earlier. I've kind of got the Braves on the brain, but Kyle Tucker is an Astro. Houston. All right, numbered to 75, there's Andrew Benintendi for the Red Sox. There's a green unnumbered Altuve, Astros. Our base cards are the Giants, the Astros, the Mets, and the Cubbies. Our hit is a Philly, and it is Dylan Cozens. Dylan is numbered to 199 with a nice little relic there as well. There's we already looked at our base, but didn't we? I think we did. Pretty sure we did, but just in case. Okay, it is last box mojo time coming at you right now. So we're going to try very hard to pull the fire out of here. Although I have to say, the Aaron Judge out of a half case break, that's already pretty fiery hot. Oh, Patty, you've got that game on the Mets and the Braves. Hey, what's the score? If you don't mind sharing, since you have it on, I would like to know the score of that. That is a Rizzo green unnumbered parallel for the Cubs to 150. It's Freddie Freeman. That actually is the Braves. Then base cards for the Blue Jays, Royals, Brewers, and Rays. And our last hit is the Kansas City Royals, Ryan O'Hearn. And that one is numbered to 125. And, of course, that's the jumbo patch card, which you generally get about one of those a case. So considering this is a half case, that's not too shabby either, huh? Now, before we recap this, we've got a little info to check out. Reese McGuire, again, I believe, should be the Toronto Blue Jays, but we're going to go look it up. The base rookie and emerging star autograph orange parallel. It should also be numbered to 50. But you know how we roll around here. We like to get all this stuff up on the screen so that everyone can see it and we're all on the same page about how it works. I accidentally hit the wrong button there on my side. Sorry. I know you're seeing the right thing, but I wasn't for a minute. So we're going to open up our Inception checklist and scroll down to the card set that we need here. It'll show up eventually. There, base rookie. So now we just need to go down to find Mr. Reese McGuire. Right there he is, Toronto Blue Jays, as we expected. So now he is all happily verified as a Blue Jay. And once again, orange parallel on that should be numbered to 50. That's what our other orange parallels are numbered to. So we're going to assume that will be the case here as well. Chris, yes, base ships as well. Everything ships. Guys, everything always ships unless it says otherwise in the listing description. So if there's ever a case where veteran doesn't ship, veteran base doesn't ship, or paper base doesn't ship, or whatever the case might be, it's always going to tell you that in the listing description. And usually if something doesn't ship, that means it has a bidding category somewhere as well. So the Braves to 150 with Freddie Freeman. The red are to 75. That's Benintendi for the Red Sox. The orange, of course, are to 50. That's for the Pirates. There's an orange to 50 for the Yankees. That is to 150 purple for the Mets. 150 purple for the Yankees. 75 red for the Tigers, and a 99 fuchsia or hot pink or whatever you want to call it for the Philadelphia Phillies. So those were our numbered parallels. We're not going to recap the green because they are, of course, unnumbered. Our hits, the redemption for Reese McGuire and the Blue Jays. Ryan O'Hearn to 125 relic and autograph there for the Royals. Dylan Cozens for the Phillies. That is also to 199 autograph and relic. For the Astros, it's Kyle Tucker to 99. For the Giants, you have Aramis Garcia numbered to 225. There's that handsome Aaron Judge card. I kind of love that a little bit. It is numbered 230. You've got an excellent relic with it as well. And yeah, so Yankees, of course, for it. The orange Freddie Peralta to 50 for the Milwaukee Brewers. And this fellow here, who's got a really nasty thread hanging out of his relic. So you'll have to figure out what you want to do with that. But it's the Tampa Bay Rays, and it's Tommy Pham, numbered 275. All right, kids, that is Inception in the books for tonight, which means we're going to be headed into a little Revolution basketball, the Chinese New Year edition, which of course is a different configuration than the traditional U.S. version of Revolution. Give me 1 second here. We'll get the spreadsheet up for that, and then we'll be ready to keep on rocking. So once again, if you didn't see this earlier, I'm expecting what we're opening tonight to be on the way to you approximately Thursday, the 18th, which is this upcoming Thursday. As always, if I can get something out faster than that, I will. If something unexpected happens, it could always go a day later. I am very hopeful that it will go on the day projected of Thursday. And everybody's going to pull cards in Revolution. I'm not worried about that. If you did not pull anything in Inception, you didn't pull a base card or anything at all, you will still get a package of consolation card or cards in the mail. And sometimes people have luck with those. So keep, fingers crossed anyway. 16-box, 2-case break of 18-19 Revolution Basketball, the Chinese New Year edition. Also ended tonight on eBay, of course, Sunday night, the 14th of April. Team names are on the left-hand side. Your name is up in lights across from your team if you are the winning bidder in this break tonight. And these are, I think I said that already, but these are 8-box cases. So I'll open the first case, we'll do those 8 boxes, then we'll open the second case and do those 8 boxes just so I don't have, all 16 of them setting up on the table at once. It doesn't give you a whole lot of, why can't I get cut through the tape? It doesn't give you as much room to work. Good grief. Couldn't get the tape cut. Crazy. So the Chinese New Year version of Revolution doesn't promise any autographs at all. And generally speaking, they are available in here, but generally speaking, we really don't find them very often at all in the Chinese New Year edition. But while they're nice to have, and I'd love to find one, certainly wouldn't turn it down if we do. But the main chase in here, of course, is that Chinese New Year parallel. And those fall 1 per pack. So there's plenty of those. We end up with 12 of them per box. And of course, this version of Revolution is an international version. But for the last couple of years, Panini makes it available in the U.S. market maybe a month or two after it's been released internationally and after the regular U.S. version of Revolution has come and gone. So that's how Panini has been handling that. You know, I guess I shouldn't stack these packs. Well, I should have stacked them across, but well, doesn't matter now. That we know there's 2 packs in that one, just for the sake of making sure that I point out all of our Chinese New Year parallels. We'll stack them crossways like that. Oh, yeah, Staying Lover. I think that he knew. I think Hall of Fame probably knew that you were wowing the Aaron Judge hit. I think everybody probably knows that, in case you don't, but generally speaking, chat is a little bit delayed. Now, it is on my side. Maybe you all see it instantly as you type it and as other people type it, but for it to pop up on my side, it's usually couple seconds after you've typed it in. Really can be anywhere up through probably about 30 seconds at times. So this is what the New Year parallel looks like, okay? So it looks kind of cracked ice-ish, but it's not exactly that. And we know that, of course, because it says New Year on the back. Now, they're not all numbered. In fact, most of them aren't. If we do find some that are numbered, we'll recognize them as they go by because there will be a variation in the color. So the first 2 New Year parallels that we saw, one was Isaiah Thomas for the Nuggets, the other was Gordon Hayward for the Celtics. There is Aaron Holiday on the New Year parallel for the Pacers. Out of that pack. Eric Bledsoe and the Bucks, New Year parallel. There's Josh Okogie for the T-Wolves in the New Year parallel. I know, I butcher his name so badly every single time. It's an 8 base card, and a LaMarcus Aldridge for the Spurs is our New Year parallel. New Year parallel, Tobias Harris, Clippers. So it did not take Luke Walton long to find a new job, now did it? He's heading right up the road to the Kings. I think that's like the fastest turnaround ever. It's Devontae Graham. That was a rookie New Year parallel. And Kevin Love for the Cavaliers. Patty, you say it's now Braves 5, Mets 1, bottom of the 6th. All right, cool. Thank you for keeping me informed on that. Braves scored a couple real quickly there then, because you had because it was Braves 3, Mets 1. So, of course, nothing like today, man. My Cincinnati Reds, man, we looked like we had a chance there for a minute, and then the Cardinals put up 5 runs in 1 inning, and yeah, then there went that. Kinson Paris, everything is sold and signed, sealed, and delivered tonight, my friend. Nothing open. Kemba Walker, New Year parallel. A rookie New Year for Landry Shamet and the 76ers, followed by Victor Oladipo and the Pacers. So basically, you guys see what's going on there. As we hit the New Year parallels, I read out the name and or the team, one or the other or both. So I'm not necessarily going to continue saying New Year parallel every time, but you get the general idea. If I'm reading it out, it's a parallel. Or if something is numbered, I will flag that for you as well. Yeah, it looks so hot for that Cardinals-Reds game today. I don't know if any of you all watched it. Of course, they're playing and have been playing in Mexico this weekend. And I mean, they just look like they were all drenched. I have no idea how warm it was there, but just to look at the players, I would have guessed it's probably like middle of 90 degree, like middle of summer temperatures. It looked really, really hot. Which is actually very nice here today as well. In the 70s, super windy though, like 40, 50 mile an hour winds. Tornado watch, but no actual tornado. And yeah, we were supposed to get a bunch of thunderstorms that we didn't get. So yeah, so Stang Lover, you know what I'm talking about, how hot they looked. He said yesterday it was 92 there, so we have to assume then it was probably about that again today. I mean, it was just, looked like just miserable heat to be playing in for sure. But I think the Reds were looking forward to playing there, most of them, if not all of them. That's Carroll for the Nets. Ben Simmons in the 76ers. So they probably didn't mind the heat too much. Michael Porter Jr. and the Nuggets. Jarrett Allen for the Nets. Michael Porter Jr. was a rookie, by the way. You probably knew that. But a rookie, Jacob Evans, Golden State Warriors. And John Collins for the Hawks. Yeah, Stang Lover, didn't it look like there for a minute that my Reds had a shot today, right up until that inning? And after that, it was like, yeah, probably not so much. Zach LaVine and the Bulls. John Wall and the Wizards. Mo Wagner, rookie, Lakers. Steph Curry for the Warriors. That's Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz. And once again, in the New Year configuration parallel, whatever I'm trying to say. Dante DiVincenzo for the Bucks. Has anybody watched, I think it's already out, I think it came out already, but there's a documentary about DeMarcus Cousins, Boogie Cousins. And it's, I want to say Showtime, but yet it sounds like it should be on HBO, doesn't it? One of the two, one of those pay channels. There's a documentary about DeMarcus Cousins. And apparently a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff where he was rehabbing that Achilles injury and, you know, about making his decision to go to Golden State and all that. Just wondering if anyone's watched it yet. If I need to make time to watch that because I think it looks interesting. I have both. I think, yeah, we have both, Showtime and HBO. I think we have both on the, I know we have both on cable, and I think we have, you know, where you can get the mobile version as well. So if I can find it, I think it's already out. I might put it on the tablet one day in the background when I'm working on shipping, because I could probably just as easily listen to that as like sit and intently watch it, you know. Stang Lover, you know what? It's the story. He says he's talking about the Reds-Cardinals game, that the bases were loaded and one swing of the bat and it would have been tied, but that's like the story of it's the story of the Cincinnati Reds, isn't it? The could-have, the should-have, the would-have, the if-only. Yeah. That kind of sums up Cincinnati's trials and tribulations most of the time. DeAndre Jordan for the Mavericks. Troy Brown Jr., rookie, out for the Wizards. Goran Dragic for the Heat. Jalen Brunson, rookie, out for the Mavericks. LeBron and the Lakers. Lonnie Walker, Spurs rookie. Dennis Schroeder and the Thunder. Yeah, I wonder how LeBron feels about all that stuff that went down with Magic, because, you know, usually if LeBron's on a team, he kind of knows what personnel stuff is coming and usually has a say in it. Clint Capella, Rockets. And this happened, blindsided him too. Kyle Lowry and the Raptors. So I wonder how he's feeling about it all. Bruce Brown, Detroit Pistons, rookie. Gortat, Clippers. There's a Luka base, anyway. Now this should be numbered. Paul George and the Thunder. And it is New Year numbered to lucky number 88. So that's our first numbered one that we've seen tonight in the New Year parallel, or any of them, first numbered period, out so far tonight. And honestly, those don't come out really super often, so you usually can eke a little value out of the numbered things too on the New Year parallels. A little, even though it's numbered to 88, you can usually still get a little bit of a premium for it when you're selling it. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Stang Lover. I mean, I think he definitely, obviously had the keys to the car in Cleveland, no question. But I think in many ways he does in LA too. That was apparent when it was all the rumors swirling and all the things that happened when they were trying to trade for Anthony Davis. I mean, I think it was fairly obvious in there that he had a hand in saying who he wanted to stay or who he wanted to go or whatever. So I think he's still definitely is consulted about a lot of things, I believe. But I'd say it probably didn't make him too happy. I think I read somewhere that LeBron said like Magic had just been at his house like the day before or 2 days before he resigned or something, and hadn't said anything to him about it. So he was completely caught off guard. On the other hand, though, I don't think Luke Walton was at all caught off guard. Everybody had been talking about he was going to get fired. Eric Gordon, Rockets. Melvin Frazier, that is for the Magic and rookie. This is numbered Lillard and the Blazers. Lucky number 88 for our New Year parallel and the Blazers. But honestly, I think Luke Walton will probably be a pretty good fit in Sacramento. I think he got a little bit of a raw deal in Los Angeles. Chandler Hutchison, Bulls, rookie. Followed by Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavericks. Dylan Brooks, Grizzlies. Juan, have you missed any big hits for your Lakers? I don't think so. I mean, we had a LeBron New Year parallel, but, you know, in this version of Revolution, the New Year's parallels are what you're looking for. So you have hit a LeBron. You might have a Mo Wagner in there, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Paul George, New Year for the Thunder. And Hamidou Diallo, Oklahoma City Thunder as well, rookie. Fultz for the 76ers. Murray for the Spurs. There's Kevin Huerter for the Hawks. That box locked and loaded. Yeah, Juan, I think you've broken this with us before, I think, right? So you kind of, but since you've jumped in late, I'll kind of do a little refresher in case you you don't remember or you weren't in one of the others, but I think you have been in the others of the New Year edition. But basically the difference in the Chinese New Year Revolution and the USA version is the only parallel in here is the New Year parallel. And most of those are unnumbered. Occasionally we find one that is numbered to 88. This product does have autographs in this version, but they don't come out very frequently, and sometimes they don't come out of a case at all. In fact, often they don't come out of a case at all. Really, the chase, what you're after in this product, are the New Year parallels, and they come out once per pack. But honestly, I don't know why they make it so different from the US version. I mean, the cards look a lot alike, but you don't have all the parallels like we get. And then they don't have, of course, you never have autograph guarantees with any Revolution. But typically, you do get X number of autographs that will fall per case in the US version that they don't do in the International New Year version. Which just seems odd, really. You'd think they would be more closely aligned. Amari Spellman, Hawks, rookie. Draymond Green, Warriors. That is Giannis, the Greek Freak, for the Bucks. Dirk Nowitzki again, Mavericks. Oh, Justin Jackson, rookie for the Magic. Tyreke Evans, Pacers. That's Tony Parker and the Hornets. Kristaps, Knicks. Paul Millsap for the Nuggets. Ooh, my screen is trying to time out. Lillard and the Trailblazers. That one is Andrew Wiggins for the T-Wolves. Hang on now. I think we had somebody stuck behind somebody else. Let's just go back a few. So, there we go. Now I think we got them all. Costas, Baby Greek Freak. Mavericks, rookie. We've seen some Luka base, but I haven't seen any Luka New Year parallels yet. No. Not yet. And we haven't seen any autographs. But again, as I was explaining, those come out very rarely in the New Year, Chinese New Year version of Revolution that we're opening tonight. The autographs don't really come out of this with any frequency at all. In fact, you could probably open 10 cases and maybe find one. I don't know that that's the exact ratio, but I'm just saying they are not common at all in here. But I am glad that they do give us an opportunity to buy it, even though it is a bit after the regular US version of Revolution. Because before they gave us that option, the prices for the New Year parallels on some of the hot rookies were outrageously expensive. And they still bring good money, but at least they're more accessible now. When they were just international, you really had to rely on somebody overseas posting on eBay US specifically, right? So nice that they do give us a crack at it anyway. I wish you could just rip these packs the same way you can tops, where you can just kind of grab a little notch at the top and just go whoosh, and the whole thing comes down. Never works that way on any of the Panini ones. For me anyway. All right, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Clippers. Rookie, of course. That was Kyle Korver for the Cavaliers. Colin Sexton for the Cavaliers. Lauri Markkanen, Bulls. Reggie Jackson, Pistons. Kyle Kuzma, Lakers. There's a nice little DeAndre Ayton, rookie New Year parallel for the Suns. Followed by Ricky Rubio and the Jazz. Jeremy Lin, Hawks. D'Angelo Russell, Nets. That is Vincent Edwards, rookie for the Rockets. Jaren Jackson, rookie Grizzlies. I already took the plastic off, didn't I? I remember that now. I was reaching over there to get the knife, the little, you know, what do you call that thing? And I realized, oh yeah, I just did that a minute ago. So I wouldn't have to grab that every time. So the next basketball that we're going to be opening is Prism Fast Break. So it's going to be the first time that I've opened any of the Fast Break Prisms. You know, we open the blasters and we open the regular 24-pack retail boxes and, of course, the hobby boxes and all different varieties of it. But this will be the first time I've done a break with Fast Break. So we'll see if you guys like that or not. Actually, I don't even know that I have that listed yet, do I? I created the listing for it, but I don't know if it's actually started yet or not. I don't think it may not have had the scheduled start, may not have hit yet. But that is what we'll be opening next. Will be Prism for basketball. Will be Prism Fast Break. I think it's supposed to have some variations and things that you can't get in other versions of Prism, like that only come in Fast Break version or something. That's what someone told me anyway. Willie Cauley-Stein for the Kings. Otto Porter Jr., Wizards. Rookie Metu for the Spurs. There's Kyrie Irving and the Celtics. Devin Booker, Phoenix Suns. So I think kind of the idea behind that fast break, I guess, is literally that we can break it fast so it doesn't have as many packs. I think that's kind of the idea. Kevin Durant, Golden State Warriors. But if any of you have opened it and have any insight onto what, or in regard to what we can expect, hey, you know, jump in and share. If you've had any experience breaking it or being in a break for it. Jerome Robinson, Clippers to 88, rookie New Year parallel. Followed by another Jerome Robinson New Year, but that one's not numbered. Evan Fournier, Magic. Jokic, Nuggets. Mikal Bridges, Phoenix Suns. Zaire Smith, rookie for the 76ers. So yeah, nobody's got any thoughts on it. So maybe nobody's been in one of those breaks or watched one of them. I haven't really I haven't. That's a product I haven't even opened myself, so I'm not. I don't have any familiarity with it other than obviously knowing its name and knowing that it's been around a season or two. Personally, I would rather them not necessarily do fast break stuff, but just create more Prism Hobby. Save the autographs, get rid of fast break, and just make more of Prism Hobby. Or that Prism Choice, the international product Prism Choice, which I have some of loose box wise, but we haven't obviously done a break with yet. That's interesting to me. It's a 1-pack box, but it's got a lot of hits packed into the 1-pack, and it was like outrageously expensive, which is why I did not buy a case of it. But I did buy a few loose boxes that we'll put in some mixers or do something with and get a feel for it. Hi Justin, I think we had a Giannis New Year parallel. I wouldn't absolutely 100% swear to it, but I think so. Of course, keep in mind, once again, guys, the Chinese New Year version, that's what we're looking for. New Year's parallels. It's a different configuration, of course, than traditional Revolution. Mikhailiuk for the Lakers, rookie. Dwight Howard, Wizards. This one is going to be numbered to 88. It's Mikal Bridges and the Suns, our New Year parallel numbered. Miles Bridges, rookie for the Hornets. Danny Green and the Raptors. Kevin Knox, that's a nice little rookie parallel as well. Jimmy Butler, T-Wolves. Anthony Davis and the Pelicans. Do any of you all watch Game of Zones on Bleacher Report? It's like a little cartoon that they make. And they released one this week for about, you remember when Jimmy Butler was trying to get released from the T-Wolves and he had that one practice where he just went in and just cussed everybody out and beat all of his own teammates into the ground and etc. Gary Trent Jr. for the Blazers. Well, that's what the new Game of Zones was about. It was hilarious. Vucevic, Magic. DeMar DeRozan, Spurs. Jaylen Brown, Celtics. All right, that is case number 1. Now we've got another 8-box case that we're going to do the same thing. We're going to rinse and repeat with 8 new boxes. They're always wedged in here really tightly, which is good. I mean, you don't want them moving around inside the case and potentially getting damaged, but at the other end of the spectrum, sometimes it's hard to get them out on that bottom layer in particular. Once you get the first one out, it's not so bad, but sometimes it's a fight to get the first one out. Well, so this is case number 2 that we're working on right now. Start of case number 2. Seems as though we should have another basketball release like right around the corner. Because it's, you know, I don't know. It's been, what, a couple weeks since Court Kings. But none on the schedule, obviously, for this upcoming week at all. Just Bowman baseball and flawless football, all that we have coming in the week ahead. Bowman on Wednesday, flawless on Friday. Can't even think when the next basketball release does come out. Of course, Flawless will bring to a close our 2018 football season. After that, we've already had a little bit of 2019 football, of course, from Panini and a lot from Leaf as well. Lonzo Ball, Lakers. But we'll be switching over into the 2019 stuff on Panini full-time pretty soon. It was Jarrett Allen in the Nets. Kevin Huerter, Hawks. Chris Paul, Rockets. Kevin Knox again for the Knicks. Felt like somebody stuck to the back of that. I don't know if we'd already seen Carroll or not, but anyway, that's Ben Simmons and then Carroll. Karl Anthony Towns, the big man for the T-Wolves. Batum, Hornets. Gary Trent Jr., Trailblazers. Andre Drummond, Pistons. Klay Thompson, Warriors. Chandler Hutchison, rookie, Bulls. CJ McCollum, Blazers. And that box is all completed. Oh, why can't I get in there? I tried to get a couple of things done outside today, which was stupid considering that we were having 40 and 50 mile an hour winds. I could have probably chosen a better day. But other than being superbly windy, it was nice out. But I was trying to get some, you know, the general stuff you've got to do in springtime. You've got to get the weeds out and the mulch down and the yada, yada, yada. I managed to break a couple of nails while I was outside doing various things, and then it somehow makes it harder to get these packs open, I feel like. I must have used a couple of those to get some leverage or something. Alrighty. Trae Young, finally, we see a Trae Young in the New Year parallel. It's the first one we've seen for him. Dennis Schroeder and the Thunder. Clint Capella, Rockets. DeAndre Jordan, Mavericks. Martin Gortat, Clippers. Metu for the Spurs. Wait. I went right past Goran Dragic for the Heat. Robert Williams III, rookie for the Celtics. Juan, any more Leaf which? You mean Leaf Best of Basketball? That is Porzingis for the Knicks. This is John Wall Wizards. Kyle Lowry for the Raptors. LeBron James and the Lakers. Best of Basketball, I doubt it won, mainly because I just haven't been able to find any at any kind of reasonable price. As you know, we opened quite a bit of it, and most of it I had to buy at a quite inflated price to begin with. It was very hard to come by this year, and what I did buy cost me a pretty penny. I got a little bit of it at regular pre-order price, but hardly any. I would say 80% of what we opened I had to pay the vastly inflated price for, and then the price jumped again after that, and it was already more than I wanted to pay by quite a bit, the first price hike. So unless somebody has some that they suddenly decide to sell at a lower price, I think we probably don't have any more Leaf Best of Basketball in the works. Gold Rush Basketball Vault, I haven't really decided what I want to do on that yet. I've I went back and forth. I don't even know if it is what's in stock and what's not with Gold Rush right at this moment. I need to look that up. I got the notice about ordering it, and I just didn't at that time. I was kind of on the fence about it a little bit. So I don't know. I might. I'm not opposed to it. You know I like the Gold Rush stuff as a whole. But sometimes, you know, some of their stuff is better than others. So I'll go back and take a look at it again, Juan, and see what else they have to say about it. I mean, largely one of the reasons that I probably didn't in general is just because I've got a lot of basketball around here in various formats. You know, we've got the Prism Fast Break and Prism and the Blasters by the case. Kyle Korver for the Cavaliers. We've got the International Prism Choice. Kuzma, Lakers. Of course, we had this, which at least we're breaking through this tonight. Shake Milton, 76ers. Jeremy Lin for the Hawks. Lauri Markkanen, Bulls. And Reggie Jackson for the Pistons. So my thought, Juan, was really like, you know, maybe I can just get some of the stuff that is already here, try to work through some of that and get some of that broken. Marvin Bagley for the Kings, and then maybe look at some of the other stuff. Ricky Rubio, Jazz. And of course, we're going to have new stuff coming along the way too, just not next week. New Panini stuff, I mean. For the Lakers, Mo Wagner, New Year Parallel, number 288. Mo Bamba for the Magic. D'Angelo Russell, Nets. Anthony Simons, Trailblazers, rookie. Yeah, Juan, I tell you, the problem is just in general, a lot of times stuff comes in at such a rapid pace, things just get shuffled back. And especially if I've got a lot of something, you know, because what did we have? Maybe, I don't even remember how many cases of Revolution Chinese New Year we had, but probably 6 or 8 or 10, I don't know. And we've been doing them in 2-case breaks. And so, you know, I do some and then stuff gets shuffled back and other stuff comes in. And the next thing you know, it's like back in the back of the storage and I don't even realize it's there, which is what happened with this. And the Inception that we opened tonight, I found it last weekend. When I was looking for something else entirely, I was like, oh man, I didn't realize we still had any of this. So that's kind of what happened. So I thought, you know, maybe I need to start going through some of that stuff that is keeps getting shuffled to the back and try to get some of it broken and out the door. And it's not just basketball. It's, you know, baseball, football, all of it. And I've got a lot of loose box stuff where we used to do a lot more 1 and 2 box breaks than what I have done in recent months. Mostly just out of a time concern. I just haven't had time to do a lot of that. So I also want to get a bunch of that put together in mixers. And we've done that a few times, but I need to do more of it. Try to get some of that rolling out of here as well. D'Anthony Melton for the Suns. Paul Gasol for the Spurs. Because a lot of it is fun to open. Kawhi Leonard, Raptors. Aaron Holiday, Pacers. Chris Middleton for the Bucks. In fact, I've got a lot of cool basketball that can be put together in mixers, which from various years. And maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get that done one day in the next week or 10 days. Try to get those listings created. Okogie for the Timberwolves. And that is Russell Westbrook for the Thunder, numbered to 88 in the new year, parallel. Brandon Ingram, Lakers. Mitchell Robinson, rookie, Knicks. Mirotic, Pelicans. Buddy Hield for the Kings. Trevor Ariza, Suns. Seems like the Suns have hit a lot of the New Year parallels. Maybe they haven't, but it seems like they have. Yeah, I like doing the mixers too, Juan. I tell you what my main issue is, why I don't get them done more frequently, is because I have to stop and create the listing every time from scratch. So I've got to do the photograph. That's not that big of a deal. But then I've got to go in and create the listing, you know, naming everything out and how many hits it has in it, what type of hits it has in it. And it just always ends up taking time. And when I sit down to list, I'm always cutting it so close because I've been sorting and shipping usually right up to the point where I then need to start listing, and it just seems like I run out of time. So I need to probably just take a day off and spend that day off putting groupings together and taking pictures and creating listings and that sort of stuff. And then I'd have some ready to go, and we'd probably do more mixers. I also need to take a day and list a bunch of memorabilia because I've got not an inordinate amount, but I definitely have signed baseballs and jerseys and helmets and who knows what all that people over time didn't pay for, or spots that didn't sell, and then one of the unsold spots would end up hitting or whatever. I used to have more of that than I do now, because these days, as you guys know, I don't let much ride. If something's not paid before the start of the break, I generally resell it. But I didn't always do that until I kind of stopped and thought about how much money that was costing me annually. So then I started reselling it, so I don't have a lot of it now, but have a lot of it built up. So I wouldn't mind getting some of that listed as well. There's another DeAndre Ayton New Year. It's not a numbered one, obviously, but still a nice one to have. Rudy Gobert, Jazz. Derrick Rose, T-Wolves. Vincent Edwards, rookie, Rockets. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist for the Hornets. Hassan Whiteside for the Heat. Now, that's a little more like it. That's going to be a DeAndre Ayton New Year as well, but numbered to 88 for this one. So there's a little money maybe for the Phoenix Suns with the Ayton New Year numbered to 88. Mikhailiuk, Lakers. Tim Hardaway, Knicks. Miles Bridges, Hornets, rookie. The Suns and TJ Warren. That is Nurkic for the Blazers. All right, we're closing in on it. We've got 3 boxes left. Well, maybe if I could actually get the box open, right? It'd be helpful. So, Juan, do you like only the current products, or do you like some of the older stuff too? Because most of my basketball mixers are going to have older stuff in them as well. Because I like opening like 2012-13 in particular. Because we get the double rookie class in that. So I open a lot of 12-13 stuff. And of course, sometimes I have 13-14 for, you know, Giannis, purpose of chasing Giannis. I used to be able to get a lot more of that than I can now. Obviously, the better and better Giannis has gotten, the harder and harder it was to come up with product for 13-14. But I've got a lot of, really anything, even every once in a while I buy some 2010, 2011 stuff. Every once in a while 11, 12, but not very often because that was the lockout year. So most of the 11, 12 stuff. It's fine if you're looking for veteran stuff, but not really so good if you want rookie stuff. Because the 11, 12 rookies, of course, are in the 12, 13 product. But so anyway, when I do basketball mixers, I typically have a lot of older stuff mixed in there too. Melvin Frazier, Magic. Zach LaVine, Bulls. Devontae Graham, rookie for the Hornets. Carroll for the Nets. Ben Simmons, Sixers. Shamet for the Sixers. Oh, good. I'm glad you like some of the older stuff too then. So then you might have fun with them. All right. John Collins and the Hawks. Hamidou Diallo for the Oklahoma City Thunder. John Wall, Wizards. Dion Waiters for the Heat /88. Steph Curry, Warriors. Donovan Mitchell, Jazz. Yeah, next year, I'm already thinking ahead, of course, to next year's basketball releases, which honestly, we will not see any of them until about October-ish. Like the weird way Panini does their basketball releases, as I'm sure you all know, means that we'll still be opening 2018-19 basketball even as the draft happens, even as... You know, we get into the 19-20 season underway, we're still wrapping up, unfortunately, 18-19. So we've got months more that we'll be opening 18-19. But I'm already thinking ahead, even though we're going to not see it until about October. I'm already thinking ahead to the 19-20 season. It's all going to be about one guy. Zion Williamson. I mean, it's hard to remember the last time we had a draft where there was absolutely no question who was going to go #1 overall. I mean, like, not a debate, not anybody making any kind of case for anybody else or any possibilities. It's just flat going to be Zion Williamson. And kid looks amazing, so hard to argue with that. There will actually be, I think, probably... Oh, I think it'll be a pretty solid draft, but Zion is by far and away going to be the most coveted. But he's going to have some of his Duke teammates going. And, of course, we had a lot of guys that really upped their draft stock in the NCAA tournament. So I personally am really looking forward to seeing what happens with Ja Morant. I think Ja will probably go in the top 3 or 4. Colin Sexton, Cavs. Mike Conley for the Grizzlies. Elfrid Payton for the Pelicans. Blake Griffin, Pistons. Justin Jackson, Magic. And there's Carroll for the Nets, numbered to 88. Hi, Big Doug Sports Cards. This is our last break of the night. So when we finish up here with Revolution Basketball, we'll be calling it a night. So unfortunately, nothing open tonight. Whoops, hang on now. Somebody was trying to stick in behind somebody else again. There's a little Jaren Jackson action for the Grizzlies. Rookie New Year parallel. Jason Tatum, Celtics. Enes Kanter, Knicks. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Clippers. J.R. Smith, Cavaliers. Zach Randolph for the Sacramento Kings. Last box mojo time, kids. See what we can find in the very last box. Yes, Juan, I agree with you. I think Zion's prices will be every bit of what Luka's were, maybe more than. Of course, those of you who were breaking with me last year around the time of the draft, and really even going beyond that, Luka was my guy from the word go. That's who I said I thought would be the guy out of the draft this year. So a lot of the Luka stuff, we had a lot of it come out in early stuff too, you know, when we were still doing some of the collegiate products. Before they turned out, you know, there's always football, basketball, both. They're always draft products that come out where your players are still in the collegiate uniforms, sometimes post-draft, but usually pre-draft, and then a couple months before they'll show up in their NFL or NBA uniforms. And we had some really good Luka stuff out of some of that early stuff, like contenders draft picks and whatnot. And some of that then, I mean, was going for really reasonable prices. And that's when I should have been buying it, because I had my eye on Luka the whole way through. I couldn't believe that he fell where he did. I honestly thought he should have been taken number 1 at the time. I was shocked. But as I said, this year there's no hiding. There's no, I mean, everybody's looking for Zion. There's no value play to find there. Kevin Durant, Warriors. Zach LaVine and the Bulls. That's going to be to 88. I mean, because I think even Ja Morant, I think he's probably going to need a little seasoning before he's going to be super good in the NBA. Troy Brown and the Wizards. I mean, he's going to be good, but I don't think he's going to be instant impact good. Otto Porter for the Wizards. I think he'll have a period of where he's going to have to adapt. Grayson Allen for the Jazz. And I think he's going to be drafted high enough, it's just my personal opinion, that you're probably not going to get a lot of value on him either. It's got to be kind of an under-the-radar type person if you want to get in early and get some value. Kyrie Irving and the Celtics. And I'm not really sure who that is this year. Russell Westbrook, Thunder. There's Aaron Gordon and the Magic. Devin Booker, Suns. Musa for the Nets. Lonnie Walker, Spurs. And Willie Cauley-Stein for the Kings. All right, so that is the Revolution break. And, of course, we had, what, one per pack. So there's like a blue million of the New Year parallels in general. So what we're going to recap are the numbered ones, the ones that came out, the New Year parallels numbered to 88, because those are certainly the more rare. Zach LaVine and the Bulls. Carroll for the Nets. Waiters and the Heat. DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix Suns. That's a nice one. Russell Westbrook and the Thunder. Mo Wagner for the Lakers. Mikal Bridges, Phoenix Suns. Jerome Robinson, Clippers. Damian Lillard for the Blazers. And Paul George for the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right, so that is the break for tonight. I will put up one more time here for anybody who might have missed it earlier. We'll take another look at shipping information, and then we'll take a look at what we're going to be breaking over the next few days for those of you who are interested in that. So once again, anticipating a Thursday shipping date. As always, if I can get something out faster, I will. If something unexpected were to happen during the week, it could always slide to a day later, but my best guess is it will be on the way to you roughly approximately Thursday. Every team will have pulled cards in Revolution. You don't need to worry about consolation cards there. In Inception Baseball, our first break of the night, if you happen to not pull any cards there, not a base card or anything else of any kind, you are still going to get a package in the mail with consolation card or cards. And sometimes people have good luck with that. So you never know, right? Upcoming breaks already listed on eBay. This is the stuff that you're going to find listed up and running that we're going to be breaking over the next 5 days. So tomorrow night is a single break. It's a 12-box case of Diamond Kings baseball. Tuesday is also a single break. It is a 15-box case of Leaf Metal Draft football. On Wednesday, that's a new release day. We're going to start at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. We'll open an inner case of Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs, and then Bowman Baseball comes out. So excited! And we will open a 6-box half case of that on its release night, Wednesday night. Thursday, we're going to open Honors Football again by the full case, and we will open a half case of Prism Fast Break Basketball. I accidentally messed up and listed it on eBay as break number 1 because it is the first time we've broken the fast break version, but I meant to list it as break number 9 because this will be the 9th Prism break, and so I kind of messed that up, but anyway, that's the deal. And those are loose boxes from a shared case. In other words, I have half the case, somebody else took the other half. On Friday, we're going to start early again, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific, because guess what? There's another new release for Friday, and it's Flawless Football. So we will open Onyx Preferred Players 3-box inner case autographed baseballs, and followed by a half case of Flawless Football, followed by a half case of Bowman Baseball. So that's what the days ahead look like. And yeah, I guess that's it for me tonight. So thank you everyone for spending part of your Sunday with me. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. I will be back at it tomorrow night. So hey, stop by and see me again sometime soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.